Hi. I love that there is already a question. Bravo. Hi. Welcome to what I think I believe. In the energy thereof, okay? All right. Okay, so every Tuesday at 4 p.m., have your questions ready, okay? And I'll be happy to go to who I'm drawn. And right now, I'm going to do this. I'll just start because it feels like it's going to be kind of lively. So before I came online, I set like my energetic field, how I wanted to enter our engagement, right? And what I do is I just kind of do mini meditations to get centered, and then I pull in what I would like to experience. Okay. And I do it through vibration that I choose purposely in order for my life to be the way I want it. Okay. So today it was, oh, great. Awesome. All right. I'm seeing people come down the thread and everything and join. And so I love you guys. Thank you very much for joining and supporting. And so with I guess I'm finished because I lost my thread. It doesn't matter. I guess I'm coming into the energy of the individual who I have a posted question for. I'm very drawn to the magnetic of it. And what happens is that my radar, I guess, my energetic radar goes off. All right. And it goes into the field that's being proposed. And all of us are a shared field. So all of us might have experience in this. What I do is, as I begin the experience, because this is more of an experience than it is a live reading. Okay. It is live reading. However, I'm going to pull all of us into this energy so that we all benefit. And the energy that I'm creating right now is through thought and feeling. My thoughts are that I would really love to have an openness, a spaciousness, an ease. I want to release all of the anxiousness that I'm sensing. All right. And what I'll do is I'll transmute the anxiousness into calm, ease, relaxed. And I'm connecting it in a way that it's a mind, body, spirit experience. So my mind is my thought and my understanding. My intuition or my divine feminine, that's my divine masculine. So my divine feminine is more of the attractive, spiritual aspect, my intuition. And then my physical field is going to be my nervous system. And I'm going to communicate to my nervous system directives, how I would like to vibrate. What happens is that my cycles per second vibrational rate, that's very measurable, begins to vibrate toward those words because I'm creating it for myself. I'm making it up as I go along. And that's how life really works. Okay. All right. So we're going to come to this question right now. And everybody who comes and stays for 2 minutes, you'll start to relax. And the reason is because it's a slower energy, okay? But it's a higher energy. So it's a very fast energy, but it's a combination of your mind, our consciousness, your intuition, our feelings and emotions, and the physical field you're translating it through. All right? Okay, now we're all settling in because we're all part of the same field, okay? And then we're going to create a sensation and understanding of spaciousness. All right? All right, so now we're just going to open it up and we're going to let it be whatever it needs to be. We don't have to define it right off the bat. The reason you don't want to define it right off the bat is because you're going in with the same energy you're in and you won't be able to find it. Okay? So you have to come into an observational space to find out what it is you're really trying to like let go of. There we are. Okay. So what I'm sensing with Marfel, I think, let me see. I want to make sure. I hate saying this individual. Okay, so Marfel 111. Okay, so there we are. Okay, so what I'm sensing with this individual is that you have like a lot of curiosity. And the curiosity is, I would say that you're sensing it right in this region of your experience. All right. And as you're sensing it in that region, you'll notice everybody in the thread will begin to feel it. Okay. Because we're all going to do this together. Okay. Because we all have this capability. None of us are more magic than us. Okay. Everyone is magic. We're vibration. Shit, relax. Okay, so humor is good. It'll cut the curiosity because you're taking yourself directly into a different vibration. That's how that works. You'll notice that it, like now you can breathe a little bit because the focus isn't quite so attached, right? Okay. And we're asking for the field of energy to behave spaciously. All right. We want it to move away from our physical field so that we can go into our authentic energy, which is between feeling and thought. That's what meditation creates. Okay. So between feeling and thought. There you go. Okay. So you have something on your back. So that lets me know that you've been in the energy long enough to where you can't see it. So what we're going to do is we're going to pretend or imagine that you have this backpack on you, okay? And it's got all the ugly, icky poo, yucky stuff that like you don't want to work with anymore. You're all done. You're very capable. You know how to do things in certain ways, and you know that they don't give you the results that you like. So this is all the dissatisfaction. These are words. These are all of the failures, all of the what ifs, all of the if onlys. And we're putting them all in the backpack. And the backpack's getting really fucking heavy. Of course it is. See what I mean? Energy is fucking heavy. We're energy. Okay. So we're putting that in there. And then we're just going to slip it off of your shoulders like this. Okay. And then we'll put it down to the earth. And we'll let the earth go ahead and receive it as unconditional love. Okay? Breathe. There you go. And what we did was we let go of a concept, pretending a construct. And you're mindscaping. That's what you're doing. You're programming yourself for your life. Every day, all day. What you say always happens. You're always right. You're always right. Haven't you ever fucking noticed that? Oh, this person's going to be a dick. Sure enough. Okay, so we're coming back. We're coming back into, all right, there you go. There we go. And now I would say that Marfel is, I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong, all right? I would say that Marfel is beginning to come back into the body, right? Okay, there we are. There we are, yes. Okay, so we got yes, perfect. Okay, and so now if you really want to look at the situation, it's not going to feel so tight because you gave yourself the perception to practice, because you can practice perceptions. Those are our ideas and beliefs, right? So you gave yourself a perception that there's spaciousness. I like that word, spaciousness, because they say there's no time or space. Okay, great. So spaciousness. There's always workarounds. Our mind is magnificent. All right. And so in that, that gives you like this bird's eye view of the observation. Okay. And when you're looking at it, you're not so attached. You have love, you have understanding. And what we did was we took the things that you've been working on and holding for the other individual, okay, out of your field. So you don't have to hold them any longer, and nor do they. So it was like a clearing of the relationship. See, you're coming into the emotion now. All right. And so this is how I know that you're starting to embody yourself. You've been away for a minute, right? Okay. There you go. There you go. All right. Good deal. Good deal. Okay. All right. So whatever it is that you want it to be, that is what you say. Okay. You're in this beautiful position of the in between a thought and a feeling toward an experience. That gives you, that is the mindfulness that everybody talks about. That's being mindful. Okay. And what you're doing is you're allowing yourself to be very present, and you're holding yourself in readiness without agenda. That gives you agency and sovereignty. Okay. And it feels different than when you're curious and you're seeking, because it's push energy, it's masculine energy. The intellect needs to know all the shit, right? Whereas divine feminine is like, hey, come here, man. I need to sit a spell. And when you work your energy in that way, it gets nice. It gets very nice. So what I would suggest, okay, for this particular situation, but it would help everybody on the thread. I've been giving this little exercise out to a lot of people, and it seems to be working. It's something that I do. So that's what I do. I just share like what I do. It's easier. Then I don't got to make shit up. All right. Let's pose this, okay? Let's pose this. If the world is vibration, okay, if it's frequency and light, okay, and it's through perception reality, then we're making all of it up. All of it, every last little bit of it. Okay, so now let's settle into we're making it all up, okay? So if we're making it all up, what do we really want as the fucking result? Like, what do you really want? Do you want, like, I had to go through all this hardship so that way I could get this sacrificial statue after me? Or are you going to speak ease into the collective? We need that. We need people who are airy-fairy and saying, love is the answer. Grace will prevail. Goodness, light, love, kindness, compassion. Just put it in there. Put it in there. You're putting everything else in there. Okay? You're putting everything else in there. So why not, what do you want to walk into? What kind of energy do you want to walk into? Do you get it? What vibe do you want to walk into? That's what you want to put out there. Then that way, that reciprocity, what comes around goes around, as above, so below, as within, so without. Everything's the same. Really just means existence. Sometimes we call it oneness. All right. There we are. Okay, everybody's doing really good. Okay, I have another individual who's asking a question. I don't know. I know maybe other people have, but now I'm ready to answer another question, and this one just came up. This is how this is going to work, I guess. Okay, so right now what you're experiencing is that we're segueing away from Marful with lots of blessings and love and spaciousness, right? Oh, okay, so watch. Here we are. Okay, so this person's energy is perceived differently now and removed like a backpack. Yeah, That's it. And now you work with it how you want. You can say, oh, okay, I'm releasing residual energy that I thought was the result of this interaction, because that's what that is, right? You're very welcome. Everybody deserves ease. We tell ourselves no, that we're not worth that, but we all deserve it. We can create it ourselves, and we're told that we need a fucking savior. We need agency and understanding, kindness, community. We need to care. We need to care. All right? Okay. All right. So let's see. We'll go back up here. All right. That let me segue away from your energy, Marvel. Thank you so much for being a part of this fun little ditty. Okay. Oh, all right. So the thing that I'll take this down, but I'm going to come right back. I'm going to come right back to you. Okay. I just want to be in between. Pretty good, huh? Feels like a wild ride. This is my life. Welcome. Okay, so now I'm kind of settling into like that little instruction that I wanted to give you that I've been giving to everybody. Okay, my mind went over here and everything, so here I am. What I've been doing in order for us to understand how our experience works, we have to understand how it works, like how it works, and we have to watch how it works. So if you're saying something after you think it and living it, that's how it works. That's how it works. Okay? Quit telling yourself that's not how it works. Quit telling yourself that. Okay? And now here's the exercise. Oh my goodness. All right. So at night, before you go to sleep, you get a little piece of paper. You can use like a Post-it note. Okay. Post-it notes are great. And you want to sit down and center yourself like we're doing right now. Right now, we're becoming centered. We're going to feel very connected to the earth. And in that connection, we're going to feel an expansion. And then we're going to go up. All right, because we're going to shine up our connection to source. We're going to open it more. We'll connect to all that is. Now we can all breathe. That's nice. Okay. This is the gap. This is where you get to reset yourself every day. Ooh, everybody's like in this loving space. I call this authenticity. Dynamite. That's dynamite. Okay, great. I like all your recognitions. I like how everybody's coming into it and they're deciphering it in their own way. And we're making up this beautiful vibe and we're coming deeper into it. That's really nice. It's beautiful. Okay, cool. All right, get this. At night, what you do, just like we just did, you clear yourself and you just get centered. You just think center. I usually just go, if my mind's going, I just say the word stop a whole bunch of times and then I start saying me. Sometimes I need shit like that, something really easy. And to center myself, right? And then I'll say ground, 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 feet, 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 stupid shit, just so that way I keep in the focus of what it is that I want. Because I've learned that it takes all three, mind, body, spirit, all at once. Okay. All right. So at night, you center yourself. And then what I do is I kind of think about tomorrow. And I think about what happened today, the best parts of it, like how I felt during the best parts of it, and how more of that or something similar or something even better would be really cool. All right. So today I've had the opportunity to be on here and get feedback and know that it's effective for me to be here. That opens my heart in this huge amount of gratitude. Okay. So maybe what I want to feel tomorrow is this beautiful gratitude. So I write down gratitude. And it doesn't matter how it comes. It's just that it takes me into this space of understanding and love and compassion, right? Okay, great. Since I'm already here at gratitude, all right, now I'm going to write down another, I'm going to write down another vibe, right? I'm going to write down money. I'm going to write down money. I'm a Taurus. I love money. I fucking love money. I love money. I love money. I just love money. I don't care what it does. I love money. All right, great. And now, since I'm there in a really good space, let me bring in another word that I want to experience tomorrow. Ease. What does ease feel like? Feels like peace. Feels like comfort, comfortable. Okay, great. I'm tuning myself to that vibration. I'm setting myself up for a memory. Okay, now I'm going to write down ease. Now I have my 3 words. I'm going to look at them before I go to sleep, and I'm going to put them under my fucking pillow. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to look at them again. I'm going to tune in because I'm going to treat me like I can tune myself musically because I'm frequency and light. Okay, and then I'm going to put it on top of my pillow and go about my day. And then throughout the day, I'm going to notice when these words or these vibrations show up because I'm tuned to it. I'm a magnet for it. So it's going to happen. All right. And as it happens, I'll notice it. And at night, I'll do the same process. And how I'll do it is I'll talk maybe, so tonight before I go to sleep, I'll talk about the vibrations that I experienced, maybe 1 or 2 sentences. I'll talk about how it came. Then I'll look at the 3 words and I'll decide if I want those 3 words again, okay? Or if I got my mind blown and maybe I want to try something else, okay? You know, you never know. I go bigger than what I'm doing right here, and I'm a good vibrational match for a lot of things in my awareness. Ooh, that felt good. Okay, so that's the hack. Now let's go here. All right. Everybody's in a good space. See how we just take care of our own shit? This is how life works. The peace walk is about this. The peace walk is about managing your emotions and not letting anybody be in charge of you. That's what that's about. That's what this is. Managing you. All right? Hi, Lucinda. Can I ask what's affecting my focus the most? So Spirit showed me your eyes. That's stupid. I know it's stupid, but that's just what they showed me. And they said, this is the right side is a little clouded. A little clouded. I'm laughing because it's a spirit, okay? And I think it's because I went into your vibration and I was looking to see what you were asking about. I just went there, I'll align with the individual and whatever their vibe is. And so I was in, it kind of surprised me. Anyway, here we are. I can explore different energies, but I'm learning to create what I want. Yes. It's just that I feel like I jump around so much and get distracted. Oh, okay. Clearing. Clearing is like number 1. That's going to be like what you need to do on a regular basis. And what we're finding, okay, so I'm going to give you guys some language, okay? The language I'm going to give you is sacred geometry, okay? Sacred geometry is spiritual math. And if the math isn't mathing, the equation has the wrong numbers, okay? It has the wrong information. That's it. Because all the patterns work and they work perfectly and you're seeing it. You're getting the same result over and over and over and over and over again. The pattern is not broken. It is perfect. You are using it so brilliantly that it is repeating itself, because that's what patterns do. They are doing their job. They are our foundational understandings of how our lives work. We create them with information. The pattern might be a circle. Okay. The circle never has a beginning or an end, all right? But maybe it does, all right? So let's say you have this information you put on this circle. You're bound to loop through that information again and again and again. If the information that you're putting on the circle is not favorable to you, then you're not going to have a favorable experience. And it's going to keep happening over and over and over again until you change the information on the pattern. And that's how you master life. Okay? So, do you have to know what patterns are at work every single time? No, you can fall to platonic solids if you'd like. So, if you like the number 3, you'd use a triangle. Okay? And you just draw it in the air. Okay? And now everything is going to behave the way that I would like for it to. All you really did was tell the energy that you want it to behave the way you want it to. That's it. You just made something up, and that's how it works. Right now, you're making up that you're all over the place. So you are. Stop. See? Stop. Come back to you. Just stop. See? Bring yourself in. All the way in. You are noticing dissonant energy. You're right. I want you to be able to tell when you have extra in your field. That's fair, because you're asking why this is happening. So I'm going to show you. Come all the way in. All the way in. The weather's fine. Your body's fine. There's nothing wrong. Just keep coming. Okay, there we are. There we are. You're coming in. Okay, so see where you have resistance in your body? You have resistance in your lower solar plexus, just above your belly button, right? Okay, that's powerlessness. Okay, and that powerlessness is going to create confusion. It's going to create chaos, because you're going to want to act, and you're going to feel like you have nothing that you can do or offer. Okay, and those are two different vibrations. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to decide how you want to vibe. Okay, decide how you want to vibe. What's better for you? What do you like better? Choose one vibe. What vibe feels really, really, really good? Okay, just one vibe. See how you're choosing a vibe, but you're going in the same. Okay, so here's how this works. You're doing great. You're great. And that's what I mean. You're just focusing, okay? All right. So now the powerlessness is there because you're not sure of how you want to move forward. Okay? What if you're already moving forward and it's just evolving right in front of you? And then as you say it, it becomes. Okay? As you say it, it becomes. You're already moving forward. You're already in motion. It's already happening. Otherwise, you wouldn't understand that it's already here. You see what I mean? I said it in a way that maybe wasn't the best. So let me reframe it. While you're thinking it, it is becoming. Everything is happening all at once, because you're going to take an action toward it. You're going to have a feeling toward it, and you're going to have a breath toward it. And that creates sentience in the energetic field. All right? Now it's frequency. And if you think about or feel about or move with that frequency often enough, it creates layers and layers and layers and layers of frequency. If you're focused, it's not chaotic frequency. It's more of the same, lots and lots and lots of the same. We are the law of attraction. Whatever your strongest vibration is, that's what you will attract. Okay? That's how it will work. So you're creating a vibe. The easiest thing to do is to choose the vibe and then feel it to become it so that you are your authority. All right. Okay. So here we are. Now we found it. So see how like in the center where your heart chakra is, there's like a lot of pressure. Okay. That tells me that in my metaphysical practice, this would be spirit energy. Okay? This would be spirit energy. So because it's spirit energy, I know in my metaphysical practice, my spiritual philosophy, all right, that I can create a transition point, okay, for this energy, for this spirit, for this being. And I can invite this being after I acknowledge who it is. It feels like a male. He's older. And I'm going to ask him to step away from you. It doesn't feel like somebody that's related to you. And I'm not sure if you know them. It's just a different vibe. What you're feeling right now is you're feeling yourself come into yourself as I'm walking him and I'm explaining things to him. Okay. And then I usually say something like, all spirit energy in need of transition, go to the light, go to the light, go to the light. And I usually feel like all the love from the field that they're going to, whatever the field is. I know that our beliefs from here are us there. So I know that whatever that choice is for the individual, that's what their experience will be. I don't have to create an experience for them. They're in their experience. And then my field begins to feel settled, more settled. All right. And then that powerless feeling that was in my solar plexus is resolved. It's no longer there. I don't have any I don't feel like I'm blocked any longer. And now I just kind of want to go through my chakras or my body. I'm going to do a body scan and I kind of add like a layer of aura around me. So I'm actually scanning the energy of myself and I kind of go like this. I go, oh, let's see. And if there's any like resistance, I just say, be gone, be gone, be gone, be gone. That's what I do. I just go, be gone, be gone, be gone. Okay, there. All right, that's better. That's better. Now I feel more clear. My nervous system is registering a great deal of joy and appreciation. I feel more settled in my body. I'm more in choice. I'm not trying to practice more than one vibrational signature other than myself, right? And this right here is, okay, so let's see. Okay, is the powerlessness cognizant or clear in my own thought? Oh, okay. Well, I think we answered that part. Yes, I would. So you can translate it that way, okay? And I'll offer this, okay, as clarification. This is my practice, and I'm sharing my practice with you. I am a clairvoyant medium as well, and a psychic medium. So I can look at the future and manipulate the energy for the person I am sitting with if they're in alignment with it and something, and this is their desire. I can open up the roadway for them with them because I show them how to do it. And all we do is align. Once you go through something, All right. You're facing it still. And then when you're asking for something new, it's already born. You just have to turn in the direction it is. Okay. So that's what actually happens. Got it? Okay. So for a spirit, I have three different now in my metaphysical practice. Okay. So this, I like alchemy an awful lot. I love to explain things through like a Reiki lens. So that way people don't get all weirded out about energy and stuff like that. But hey, this Thursday night, I get to teach psychic development again. I'm so excited. It's only one day though. And I'm just covering for Lanisha. So 7 p.m. here Thursday, if you want to get spooked up. Yes, come in. I've already decided we're doing a spirit circle. Okay. So back to my explanation for metaphysics. So in this particular case, because I was having an experience in our shared field of more than one energy trying to communicate through your physical field, okay? And I do it through sense and impression. So I'm very open to seeing and knowing and hearing and feeling. So I have all of that. Sometimes I'll get smell. I get very interdimensional stuff. It's like having fly eyes. So it's a very interesting experience for me. And I needed to narrow it down so that I wouldn't micromanage the field, because that's what I was noticing a lot of other people do. And I just thought that was a bit ridiculous, because that's a lot. So I decided to make it 3 categories of energy. Okay. And one category of energy is like adversity or demons or awful things, right? All the ugliness. Okay. And it's sentient because there's feelings about it. Okay. All right. So that's one energy. Somebody in our group right here, or possibly you right now, has right here on your left hand side over by your spleen, pancreas area, right? A little pressure. Okay. That little pressure is spiritual pressure. It means your belief is getting ready to change. All right. It doesn't mean anything bad is happening. It means you're adjusting to new information. It doesn't mean that your original belief or your foundational belief is wrong. It means you're adding to it more perception to draw to your foundation. All right. None of us challenge one another in our belief. Okay. So what I do is this. I have that kind of energy. Sometimes I'll tell somebody it's a demon. The reason I do that is because they start to pull their energy back because they don't like adversity. I could say it's adversity, but a lot of people will say, I could live with that. So I will call it something that makes them pull themselves away from the energy. Get it? All right. With that particular energy, I have a golden lasso, making everything up anyway. So now I'm going to make a box. It's in a box. Now I'm just going to go to that corner, diagonally this corner, back that corner, diagonally that corner. I'm going to wrap it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And I'm just going to rip that adversity out. I'm going to throw it up to the God of my understanding, so that way I don't have to deal with it. I'm a child of God. I don't have to worry about adversity. I'm well cared for and loved and highly blessed and favored, right? Okay, great. The second category is spirit. And that for me is anybody who's lived in a physical body and no longer is in a physical form. All right. And what I do is I sense into that field, and usually how it registers for me. Okay, so the first field usually registers for me like, I would say digestive issues. All right. And it registers for me in my sacral area, and it feels nauseating. Okay. And that's like demonic energy, but it's really just adversity. That's what it is. It's just adversity, and it's a practice of vibration that's bringing extreme dissonance in the field. And that's all it really is. All right. But in my metaphysical practice, it's demons. All right. So now let's move. Let's move to. Let's move to spirit. Spirit registers across my chest, around my heart, sometimes my heart chakra. Sometimes I'll feel pressure. That's how I knew when we got to that portion that that's like what that was. Okay. All right. And so I was able to kind of look at it that way. And there's so much around us all the time. You can't destroy it or create it. It takes different forms through thought and feeling. Okay. Emotion. My goodness. Okay. And then with that particular energy, I usually invite it to know that I ask it first if it knows that it's past. And I wait because sometimes it's quite shocking to the energetic exchange that they're coming into that awareness. And then I just wait for the energy to settle. And then when it settles, it becomes very sentient energy. So it's feely energy. And the feely energy is, it usually feels very loving, very angelic, all right? Is like what maybe somebody might say. It feels very godlike to me, all right? That's how I would express it. And at that point, I know that what I can do is I can just open a connection to the God of their understanding. They don't have to go in through my foundation. They can go in through theirs. And I just open a pathway, and then I release them by saying something 3 times. Go to the light, go to the light, go to the light. And then the third is like the huge bucket of everything else. All right. So that's going to be galactic beings and light beings and gnomes and fairies and butterfly nymphs and whatever else there is. All right. And I think this is what I think. I think that I ask for a lot of help from the universe. And I don't think that when I ask, I always give direction. I think sometimes I ask for help and I forget about asking, and somehow it magically gets taken care of. However, I do feel full sometimes, and I mean energetically full in my field. And so I tune in, and it's usually cosmic beings. That's what I call it. So cosmic beings. And I think to myself, I go, wow, all these beings love me so much that they took time to come and help me out when I asked for help. And that's just my story. So I connect that way in a gratitude. And I thank them. I say, thank you for your service. You may go. And then that clears my field. Now, those are my metaphysical practices. All right. Yet that helps me in my regular life. Okay. So, yeah, see, you're doing great. Oh, okay, great. And then however you want to okay, so however you want to say it, we are all learning and we're making it up. So what'll happen is that you'll have an experience, and now you'll go and you'll pick it apart, and you'll decide what parts apply to you in the way that you're going to define it for yourself. That's going to give you your own personal, individual, unique understanding, which is a perspective, perception, right? Okay. And it's the same for all of us, but it takes all of us to make the truth. Okay. And then you're gonna say, wow, you'll talk to yourself about it. That's clairaudience. and then you'll go ahead and you'll have a feeling about it. That's clairsentience. And you just know something right now. That's claircognizance. And see, now you're creating perception. That's actually clairvoyance, right? Because clear sight. Okay. Perceive. There, see? You got it already. You got it already. That's the beauty of life. We have it already. All right. Let's see. Okay. And Sean, if that was you, then I'm happy that you got cleared. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, okay. I got mentorship is probably a more it feels slightly removed, like an interning sort of small stipend, maybe could work into something greater. I think that what I'm getting is that you're not thinking big enough for what you're asking, and that it's okay to ask for what you want if this is in alignment with your core desires. And you just need to slow down and decide. And you're in between mentorship and internship right now. Administration, administrative assistant, something like that. Okay, so now we're in that stuck position again, right? Okay. Okay. Imagine yourself backing up about 3 deep steps from the experience. Take a deep breath in and release. Coming back more and more to yourself. Centering and grounding. Okay. Now we're back in that beautiful, juicy excitement where you wanted to create from, okay? All right. What would you like? What do you want right now? Okay. Okay. What do you want right now? So start thinking about that. Okay. Not either. You're not going to settle. You're not going to put the vibration you were trying to manifest with in there anymore. We're in a good vibe now. A well-paid mentorship, right? With individual one-on-one time that would advance career placement with the organization. That sounds pretty juicy. Yeah, or something better. Okay, so now let go of that. What's your favorite ice cream? Type it in there. Tell me what your favorite ice cream is. Okay, what's your favorite ice cream? Because you know we already aligned it. So what's your favorite ice cream? Let go. All of us are all giddy right now. Mint chocolate. Very good. Mint chocolate. Does anybody else have a favorite? See how we're pulling away from what we asked for so that way it can go and make itself happen. We don't have to do it. Get it? Isn't that nice? And we did it with ice cream. And we didn't gain any weight this time. I love not gaining weight. Coconut, yes! This is my favorite practice. Mindscaping. S'mores, dark chocolate, and vanilla swirl. Yes! That's somebody with some creativity. Heck yeah. That's awesome. And this is how, when people talk about manifesting, let me just share something with you, okay? When people talk about manifesting, all right, you're trying to make something happen and you're pushing it away from you. Through added effort, you will eventually achieve it, but it will be when you surrender. Okay? It'll be when you surrender. So surrender first. It's easier. Just surrender. Let go first. Let go first. All right? Then you won't fall on your ass when you have the rope. Okay. So let's see. Maybe one more. I don't know. Oh, it's 5. So I might have time for one more. I know I have here we go. We'll do this. Khalil. All right. Hey, y'all. Lucinda, can I ask if you can clear or read the energy between me and my daughter, Kiana? Okay. I often do not know what's hers or mine, even though we are bonded and loving, get tangled. She feels, okay. How old is she? How old is she? All right. Tell me how old she is. And then I can give you appropriate or what I think appropriate. Yes. Okay. I was going to say. Okay. Okay. Grandma's coming. Oh. Aw. Okay. So first, you can't get it wrong. Okay. Because there's so much love there. So you can't get it wrong. All right. So it's a lot of different things. It's hormonal, okay, for you and for her and for anybody else who's around. So age brackets for hormones are like, you have adolescence, pubescence, and then you have, right? You have your little evolution around 27. You want to make things happen. So you cut the whole world off and you move this way. And then about 36, stuff hits the fan again. You got to make that happen. Now you're in this face down, getting stuff done mode. You hit 55, 60, starts to wane. Now you look back at the 2 generations you've lived and you're like, oh my. Okay. So first, what usually happens during this part, okay, during this part of the evolution of communication with parent-child, all right, is that the parent doesn't trust themselves to be enough, all right? And what I mean by that is that they cannot let go of what they have taught their child to where their child has agency to apply or not apply through their own choice to their lives and experience. There we go. Yeah. And it sucks. It really does. That sucks the most. That sucks the most. It's all right. You're coming in your body now. Just come on in. The weather's fine. All right. Okay. It's all right. It's all right. Okay. Because you want so much more love to always hold her and have her and make everything perfect and loving and don't let anything hurt her. Okay. Now it's time for you to trust. Trust that what you've taught has been enough. And then become the open channel for conversation. And by that, I mean shut the fuck up. Now it's time. Manuel would love for me to be more polite, but it's too good, okay? It's too good, right? Now it's time just to shut the fuck up. It's okay. And the kind of conversations you'll have moving forward are where you have to check yourself, okay? Where you have to check yourself. You go, oh, they just want to talk. Over and over and over. It becomes a mantra now. Oh, they just want to talk. Oh, I'm just a sounding board. They're not really asking me for advice. Hell no, they are not. They're running their ideas by you because they want to, and they trust you, and they want you to trust them. Got it? Pretty good, huh? It's like my favorite. It is my favorite. Hormones are my favorite. I had to figure out why I was so crazy at different intervals in my life. And when I found the hormone thing, I was like, oh man. And I found it, and it was for male and female. And I was like, that's right. And so there's evolutions that we go through, and we just have to know what evolution we're in. That's it. And none of it's easy, and it's all learning. We're all learning. Juicy, really juicy. Yeah. Because otherwise what happens with parents is that they'll continue to give advice, and they'll stay in that role of when the child was 6 or 7 and you're trying to keep them safe, right? And the child meantime is 20, 25, 30. You're giving them 7-year-old fucking advice. See what I mean? You're going in through that door as a parent. They're not coming to you through that door. So you got to know what you have to know. Exactly. You just find out who you are. It's time for you now. That felt pretty amazing right there. Yeah. Because it isn't oneness. There's no separation in oneness. So we all have the same ideas that we can grab from. We all have the same fields of possibility. And we're a match depending on how we're feeling and thinking at the time of choice. Sometimes the choice is made from our subconscious for us, by us. Sometimes it's made consciously for us, by us. Sometimes we think that it's made by others for us, yet we still have choice in every situation. Yes. Winner. Life is really, really awesome. And what's happening right now is that we're coming into the age of Aquarius, and we're at like 3 degrees going into 4 degrees of Pluto in Aquarius. And Pluto is like the furthest planet out there. All right. And it's water, and water is our emotion. So if it is the greatest depth of emotion and representation and transformation, and it's being poured out of the water bearer, who is the king of the air, ruled by Uranus, the disruptor. All right. We're literally having consciousness poured back all over us. And we're being asked, do you still want it like this? Relax. It's a great ride. It's a great ride. Wisdom. There's a lot of wisdom coming forward from a lot of people. So I wish you guys a beautiful day, and I'll see you next Tuesday at 4. Tomorrow at 3 p.m. It will be me and Sarah, and we'll be doing free live readings, okay? And then we'll do Ask and Aligns, the same sort of thing for right here, okay? And then on Thursday morning, I'm going to be up at 8 a.m. here with Laura, and we're going to do like a reset. We'll do oracle readings. So we'll pull oracle cards, we'll talk about things, and it's kind of a little reset, Thursday throwback reset, okay? I love you guys. I hope you have a really good evening. I'm off to my Reiki class in LA,